Today I'm going to be building a blaze farm, but first, I think an introduction is in order. My name is Amanchu, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to play Minecraft his own way? No, says the Java man, our bugs are just features. No, says the Bedrock man, our withers are better and our salmon are bigger. No, says the man in Stockholm, we're going to make it the same for everyone. I rejected those answers. I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture. A city where the artist is not confined by petty morality, where the architect is not limited by the laws of physics. Welcome to Rapture City on Divergence SMP. So what do you think? I think it came out pretty good. This is my first attempt of making a base which is mostly underwater, and I'm pretty happy with the result. I'll just give a quick tour before we get on to the nether to do the blaze farm. I have docks like this where you can row the boat right up to an entryway on all four sides. These doors here, I hope they don't deceive visitors, because this isn't really the primary way to get in, because this is where the Guardian farm is, which I showed off in my last video, and it's kind of a lot of industrial stuff in here, and you got to be careful where you step. Somebody, before I finished this base, managed to wander through here and picked up a couple of tridents that I had lying around, not realizing where they picked them up and where to put them back. So I found one of my tridents in a chest that they didn't know where to put it. But hopefully visitors won't go in that way. The primary entrance is through some water elevators on two sides of the structure. This is one of them here. I have conduits set up all around this base. So, as soon as you get in the water, you're not going to suffocate or anything. I don't use bubble elevators here because I want the ability to go up or down any of them. And like I said, that's the Guardian farm there. I go down one level to my storage area here. I finally conquered the chest monsters that I had, one at this base, one at my temporary base, and everything's consolidated here. So I have all my storage set up here. There is plenty of spare room around here too. These are the chests from the Guardian farm, which there's not much in them now because I've emptied everything out and put them in the storage here. And go down to the next level. This is where my portals are and, some fun decorations. I also have my potion brewing stand over in a corner here. Again, it looks pretty, but there's a lot of extra space here that I might do something with and decorate more in the future. I can go down to the lowest level. Nothing in here yet. This is for future expansion and decoration when I need more space for something. I go up again over to here. This is one of the four passages leading to the outer ring. I set up some flowers here. I was trying to kind of simulate what you might see in Holland and Tulip Farm, where they have the flowers all lined up in rows very neatly. I have lots of sugarcane in here, and 1/4 of this outer ring is devoted to crop farming. These crops are mainly here just to use for composting, really, to give myself some bone meal. So I have the flower farm, if you will, on 1/4 of this outer ring, the crop farm on the other quarter, and then the other half of this ring is still here for future expansion. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. This base is obviously a lot bigger than anything I've built for a base before, so I have a lot of extra space that I can do something with in the future. Alright, but enough of that. You didn't click on this video to see my base, you clicked on this video to see me make a blaze farm. I found a fortress in the nether, and I didn't explore it much the first time I was there, but I went back and explored it further and found two spawners that are relatively close to each other, and I'm hoping that I can use both spawners at once for the same farm. I went to the effort of putting up signs in the beginnings of another hub here. This is not really the finished product yet. I'm going to decorate this a lot further in the future. Kind of glad I didn't decorate it yet, because somebody went bed mining in this area and kind of blew the ceiling open in a couple places. But, you know, because I haven't done much here, it doesn't look like much yet. It's not a big deal. Alright, fortress is this way. Some distance. Let's head out there and see what I can do with it. Alright, it was a long journey, but I made it. Looks like the area around here is relatively secure. That's good. Alright, so where do I begin? I have a spawner over here and one over here. You can see that I've prevented blaze spawns by... Oh shoot. Looks like I might have screwed this up. Blazes will spawn in light level of less than 12, so I have to light it up a lot better than I would for a normal spawner. Normally I could just put a torch on top of this and be good enough. But here I need to light it up a lot better. I think I need another light there. Otherwise... In hindsight, I probably should have used jack-o'-lanterns for this. But that should be lit up well enough to prevent blazes from spawning there while I work. The other spawner is over here. Now, I have to first of all open up this area so that I open up a 9x9 area around these spawners and clear out some more area between. Figure out a spot where I can stand where both these spawners will be active. I have to be within 16 blocks of the spawners for them to be active, and I should be able to find a spot between them where they're both on. Looks like if I stand on this spot, I stand on this spot, I can see that spawner is active and that spawner is active, so this spot here. So the blazes here, when they spawn, are going to spawn within 1 block above or below the spawner, or even with the spawner, and up to 4 blocks away, taxi cab distance, or orthogonally 4 blocks away. Once there are at least 6 blazes within range of this spawner, no more blazes will spawn in. And within range of the spawner is, in Java Edition, a 9x9x9 cube. In Bedrock Edition, it's a 16x10x16 cube. So 10 blocks height. If I drop the blazes down 7 blocks, if I make the bottom, this floor down here, 7 blocks down from the spawner, then they will drop out of range of the spawner and more can spawn in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig this pit out 7 blocks down. Right now it's 3 blocks down. I got to go down another 4 blocks. Oh, there's another room down there. Well, that's inconvenient. Okay, I think I figured out a working plan. That torch there, that's my AFK spot. In fact, let me mark that with this. That's where I'll stand. I can see that spawner is active. That spawner is active. Now what's going to happen is when these blazes spawn in, they're going to drop down to this floor here. I will have lava sources along this edge of the floor. And another lava sources go 8 blocks. So the lava source on this wall will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right up to this edge, pushing the blazes into this channel. I may want to make this channel 1 block deeper, actually. I'll do that. But then I make a lava source in this block, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reaches this edge, flows over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And flows over the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right to here. And this is where the Trident Killer will be. So all of the blazes that spawn from this spawner will be channeled down this route to the Trident Killer right here. And I have the same setup over here. I'll have lava sources along the edge of this wall that'll push the blazes down to here, and then along this channel to where the Trident Killer will be right there. This is the same design Trident Killer that I used for my drowned farm. It's pretty straightforward. Lever goes there. Pistons on each of these blocks. Perfect. That's good. I can pick it up. Okay. Alright, the space is a little tight in there, but there's the Trident Killer. And the 2 channels. Let's see what's next. I need to close that area off. I need to put in the lava sources in both places, and then figure out how I'm going to remove the light sources safely. Yeah. That's going to be a trick. Boy, I hope I counted this right, because I don't want to get lava sources in there and lose my trident. Looks good. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed to do. Looks like everything there is set. Now do the other one. Alright, everything looks pretty good. The only concern now is there's other things that are getting into the Trident Killer. When that Ziglin gets hit by the Trident Killer, all the other Ziglins around are going to turn hostile on me. But that's not my primary worry. I need to figure out a way to take these lights out without getting swarmed by the blazes. Alright, let's try this. So far, so good. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. They are kind of getting jammed up there. Yeah, I may be able to remedy that, but it's going to be complicated. Let me turn on the Trident Killer right now. And see if that alone will fix it, because this is getting kind of backed up. I'll just wait here in my little safe zone for a little while and see what result I get. I am a little worried, though, because I was thinking the one black wide passages would be good enough, but holy crap, there's a lot of those guys in there.
1 hour later.
Something may be amiss here. The blazes seem to be behaving strangely. Now, the yields from this are okay. I kind of would have expected better. I'm a little disappointed by this. But yeah, I'm getting a healthy amount of blaze rods. It seems like the blazes aren't behaving the way I would expect them to. They seem to... You see the way that one's floating up? It shouldn't be doing that. It should be dropping down to the ground and then getting pushed by the lava. They just don't seem to be doing that consistently. It's weird. If I stand in the center here AFK for a while, just this room just kind of fills with blazes, and this one as well. And they're just not getting pushed in the Trident Killer as efficiently as I'd like. It works, but I just feel like it could be better. I think I understand what's happening, but it's very strange. So the blazes are behaving like I would expect them to, but as soon as they drop down into the Trident Killer and they get hit, they then start trying to pathfind toward me, even though they can't see me. And they float up out of the Trident Killer and just clog up this area. So what I need to do is just stand down here underneath the Trident Killer. And if I just stand down here, then even after they get hit by the Trident Killer, they'll still continue to keep dropping down into the Trident Killer and get finished off by it, and I'll get the drops that way. I just don't know that standing here, if I'm in range of both of the blaze spawners. I may be only in range of one of them here. It's very strange. That's not how I expected this thing to work. But regardless of whether or not this is as efficient as it could be, at least it's working well enough, and I got well over 4 stacks of blaze rods. That's a good start. I'll be using these blaze rods for something in the future, but I have a few other things to take care of first. If you'd like to see me build a much simpler blaze farm using a single spawner, but a similar principle, check out this video here. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the special collaborative adventure that I'll be taking on with the other members on this SMP. Next time on Amon Chooses Divergence SMP.